Hello, this is Zero, and welcome to The Isle. Now, I've played games like Lift and Ark Survival Evolved before, but this is a game which is completely different to both of those games in just every way possible. This game is The Isle. Now, so you probably notice this awesome, background music here, which I'm actually going to turn down for myself so that I don't speak too loudly into the microphone. But here you can see this is a dinosaur game. As you can see, there's a dinosaur in the background. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but you can take my word for it. There's a dinosaur back there, and yeah, that's the thing there. So this is sort of how I wanted Lift to be. This is what I was talking about the servers and stuff. If we go into play here, you can see all of the different servers. So here's my server right up here, in case you wanted to ever check it out. I also have the Discord down here, which I'll be talking about later on at the end of the video. Now, there are just official servers. These are all the official servers at the moment, from what I can see. So yeah, these are all the servers here. So if you have a specific mode you like to play it, well, they're all progression, but you know what I mean. And then if you want to see all of the servers, including not official, just refresh, to uncheck official, make sure it's red, and then refresh, and then you'll be able to see my one up here. It'll be different depending on your ping and where your location is. And listen to this epic music, by the way. I'm going to stay quiet so you can listen to this for a minute. But yeah, so this is the Isle. So clearly I only have a certain amount of people in the thing. You can host your own server in two different ways on this game. So let's look at the first way, the first simple sort of way. The first simple sort of way is to go here and be I can select myself a map. Let's say I want region 2, there's the testing region as well. There's also these ones. The image does not change by looks of it as well, so keep a mind on that. Then you can select your game mode, progression, sandbox, or survival. Now progression, I'm going to turn this down more because I can't even hear anything. So yeah, progression is a game mode where you start off as a little dinosaur. And as you gain points as you grow, and then you can go into the pause menu, and then you can shall I show you? Let's show you, shall I? So if we just go into this progression sort of thing here, you guys will be able to see what exactly I'm talking about. It's a lovely loading screen here, by the way. So say I wanted to go into progression, all I would have to do is to hop into here or into any other server that has the game mode progression, and then I would just there like this. So we select our faction, and then these are all the carnivores right here, and then these are all the herbivores right here. So the specific requirements that you have if you want to start out, I think the first thing you can start out is Velociraptor. I think that's it, really. You can only start out as the Velociraptor. I do believe so. But yeah, these are all the different tiers, I'm assuming. But yeah, you can start off as a Velociraptor. You can change your gender from male to female. And let's say I want to confirm, and then we can see that's what our little Velociraptor looks like there. And then we can hop straight into the game right here, and then we can just sort of run around. So, whoa. And then, so yeah. So shall we look at the controls, shall we? So space is to jump like that. Look at my little jump here. Ready? Whoop. Whoop. But yeah, I'm now out of stamina. Which, let's move on to those before anything. So in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, I'm going to zoom it in so that you can see, there's a food bar, a water bar, and a sprint bar. The sprint bar is in the middle of the two, and this is going to determine how fast you can run. As you can see here, this is me running, and how many times you can jump, basically. If that runs out all the way down to the bottom, you can't you won't be able to do any of those running or like any of those features, which will make it difficult for you to be able to escape from any enemy predators. To check the players or your server, click tab. Here you will be able to see all the different bunches of stuff, so you can see the server name up the top. It's called server at the moment. You'll be able to see all the different players, all the different options, their Steam ID and their ping. If you want to report people and they've changed their name or something like that, screenshot their Steam ID, because that's going to be the most important thing of all of these, because the Steam ID is how people are going to be able to ban the IP or that player. So yeah, if you do run into issues with people, just go there and you will be able to see that is a thing. And I don't know if you're noticing, but like I keep clicking the Windows key instead of the Alt key, which moves me on to the next movement thing. You can see me, I'm just like spinning in like a little circle here. How are you doing that, Stolzo0? Well, I am holding the Alt key and the W key, or the D key, or the S key, or the A key. The arrow keys don't do anything. If you want to change the hotkeys and stuff like that, you can. This is the progression thing down here. This is when you click escape, you can see all of this sort of stuff. There's resume, options, progression, log out, and quit. So if you want to safely log out without losing any of your progress, I recommend waiting till this timer counts down to 0 and disappears, then clicking log out. If you do it before then, you're more than likely to lose any progress you made, and then you will have to start from the very beginning. Progression, you have to wait for the timer. As you can see, it's cracked out. If this was a sandbox, it would just say respawn, and you could use that. It would be a countdown. You'd have to wait for the countdown to respawn you. So we're waiting for the countdown here. You can see I've gained 2 points, and then if I click on progression, whatever is worth 2 points, I can like go as that thing. But of course, the requirements, you must meet them. Up here you can see the cost, the top right hand corner of the screen, there's the cost, which is 60, and I only have 3. So you really want to make sure that you're spending all of your time wisely as you're doing this. So there's also going to be a bunch of controls that we can look at here. So these are all the graphics here. You don't really need to worry about any of these, but yeah, these are the controls that you can see right here. You can't currently change them at the moment, but eventually you will be able to. So I'll just quickly scroll through all of these, because we don't need to scroll for these, because I'm going to be telling you what you need to be able to do. So click Z to trot. Pretty simple. This is probably the best way to travel around. If you click Z again, you will just walk normally. If you click C, you can crouch, or if you click Control, you can also crouch, left control. I think right control doesn't do anything, but yeah. Also, what's another thing? There is the 4 different roars. So, let's say for example, I want to broadcast. If I was big enough and people could actually hear me, I want to broadcast. So I want my friend to be able to find me. I would just click the number 1 to broadcast out to everyone. And as you can see, that would make sure that everyone can hear you, and you know exactly, and they'll know exactly where you are. They have added an echo though, so it makes it just that little bit more difficult to be able to find the player. The second one, number 2, is going to be the friendly call. So that's this one's friendly call. It sounds like it's laughing. But yeah, that's its friendly call. And then 3 is going to be your threaten call. So yeah, that's going to be the threaten call. And then the help call. So say you want someone to come and help you, you're bleeding out or something, you want someone to come and help you, that's going to be the way you're going to do it. Now, let's say you want your stamina to go up faster. Let's say you've been running around, you've ran out of stamina, and you're just like walking around like this, and it's like, oh, my stamina, it's just not going up quick enough. Because your stamina does go up over time, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. It's going up slowly, but if I press H and sit down like this, you can't move or attack like this, so you're basically vulnerable at this point. But if you hide really well, say inside the bushes while gaining stamina, the stamina goes up just that little bit quicker than what it would if you were just walking around. Now, things I won't be able to show you is you can get a broken bone. There's 3 different tiers of blood drops. If you get 1 blood drop, then if you sit down immediately, that'll eventually go away, and there'll be blood popping up around the screen, which means that's basically your health. That's going to be how you tell. The darker it gets, the more in danger you are. The brighter it gets, like the more faded away it gets, the more you're healing up, basically. So keep an eye on the edges of your screen if you do end up getting attacked. Which leads me to my next control, which is attack. The left mouse button is going to be your attack. There is the right mouse button, which is like for many different dinosaurs it's different. So say for example, if I was a Utah raptor and then there was a Shant there, I could jump up, then right click, and I would be able to jump on his back, and then if I left clicked again, it would continuously start attacking that Shant. And because of that, that's your strongest attack for the Utah raptor, at least as far as I know. E is to eat and drink, and just interact with a bunch of stuff. So yeah, that's a very important step in this game, because if you do not eat or drink, I'm crouching apparently. If you do not eat or drink, also with crouching, if you crouch and then run, you get a speed boost. And I know it's hard to see, but you get a speed boost. Whereas if I was just running like this and then I was running, you don't get as big of a speed boost. So that's another thing to keep in mind, another little survival tactic. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh, G is to pretend you're limping. That's another sort of strategy if you want to like get by predators and stuff that don't attack gimping or limping people. You just click G, and then to get out of it you just click G again, and then you just like run off. So there's water here. Let's click E and interact with it. And I got a lucky spawn. Look at this. I think this is a hidden lake? Is this hidden? No, this isn't hidden lake. This is somewhere. I think this is aqueduct actually. It looks like it. So this is aqueduct, which means I'm somewhere close to spawn lake, but not quite close enough. If you don't know what I'm on about, I don't blame you. I don't even know what half the places are. But yeah, you're going to have to really get used to the map. And I reckon this is the best way to get used to the maps, is to just sort of walk around in your own sort of little server. Because nobody is going to be able to join you, because if you set it as a private server like I have set this one. There's another way you can host a server, which is, well, there's 3 ways, I guess. So this is one of them. The second one would be to like do some sort of complicated thing with your computer and like make your computer be the host of it, which I don't know. I didn't do that one. The third one that is the one that I did is you can go to a website, any hosting website that has. I used Ping Perfect because that's their default sort of one to host a thing on here. And yeah, basically you can host a server, and you can choose how many play slots. It does cost money, just keep in mind. The other 2 steps don't cost money. So this step and the other step, this is hidden lake, I think. This is the little thing here. So all I have to do is follow the cliff to get to spawn lake, I think. I think this is the hill. But yeah, basically if you want to host a server, you'll have to rent one. If you want to do it like the simpler way. Yeah, here we go. There's a little cave up here, as you can see. If you can't, I can't get into here because I'm a little bit too small to be able to try and fit in there. But yeah, because there's no food for me here, I'm just gonna starve to death. But yeah, the other thing that we can do here is if you fall off a cliff like this, you can break your leg. There you go. That's how you break your leg. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see. There's no like blood sort of splatters anywhere. But yeah, there's just a bunch of sort of stuff that's like this is like proper break your leg. You can see in the bottom right corner of the screen that your leg can indeed break. So yeah, that's the main problem with that. Like walking around like this, you're pretty vulnerable at this point. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend jumping off cliffs. Like I would have died if I was like a big like brontosaurus or something. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all of the controls. To heal your broken leg faster, you just click H, like I showed you before. I've gained 11 progression points, which is nice. The alternate fire is the right mouse button, we all know that. Don't think there's any other ones. F is just like the chat sort of roar. Oh, speaking of chat, there's a chat thing. If you want to be able to switch over to global, you have to click like this weird bracket button that I'm going to show you on the screen now, and then you'll be able to change between the three like that. And the last sort of three things is 1. Night vision, prepare your eyes. This is night vision. If you click N, you'll be able to see in night vision. If it was nighttime, this would work a lot better. The second thing is if you click B, you can make a nest. You can only do this as a female, and if you are at least a a juvenile, so you have to be at least juvenile to be able to build a nest, which is you click B. The very final thing is to toggle your HUD. Let's say you want to take a really awesome screenshot of yourself. All you have to do is left control, H, and then that'll get rid of all the HUD and stuff, and then you can sit down and you can click F12 to take your screenshot. That's basically all of the controls that I can tell you about here. There are multiple different maps, and if you want to check out a server for yourself, let's say you'd want us to log out like that, because you didn't really want to keep the settings of here. There are also mods you can download from the Steam Workshop. I've got Stoneclaw Highlands there because I thought that would work, but it turns out it didn't work, so yeah, because I wanted to put that on my server, which you can do through the dashboard when that happens. So yeah, this is the thing here, this is my server. If you want to go to this server, please do feel free to, because, you know, at the moment, it's only new. I think I've only had this game for like, what, probably about 4 or 5 days, so, you know, it's quite a new server, but hopefully we'll be able to get like a little community going, and of course click this button to be able to join my Discord, which is going to be the Discord for this specific server. I also have a YouTube Discord, which you can see on screen after you see the server's Discord. So here's the server's Discord, very nice, and then here's my Discord, very nice. I'll have those in the links in the description, so feel free to join those Discords, and feel free to come into this server right here. Looks like there's one person in this server. It's probably one of my friends here. Let's have a look and see who it is that is in this server. But yeah, it's probably one of the other admins, because I created this server, and then I've made a bunch of people, a bunch of my friends who play this, an admin. But yeah, if you join this server, there are messages of the days for, as you will see here, if we look, so yeah, here we go. So this is the server message of the day. This is where I'll put all the rules and stuff. So yeah, welcome to the server, no KOSs, which is kill on sight. There's nest, growthing, and AI, but AI is only for survival at the moment. So sandbox is basically just sandbox. It's a, yeah, here we go. Now, so players with yellow names are admins of the server. Players with white names aren't. So you can add people to a group. Once you click this, you can see that in this chat thing, there's group, so you can talk to only your group there. You can kick players, you can ban players, and you can mute players. I think these two here are only specifically for admins of the server only. And then, yeah, so let's say again that I wanted to eat something. I would just walk up to it and just eat it like that. So yeah, this is a little Utah raptor here. This is as big as the Utah raptor gets. So yeah, if I was to look around for wherever this other person is, they're probably not around. But if I was to look around for this person, they probably would be around here somewhere. And yeah, I can easily hide in bushes like this if I wanted to. Hiding in bushes is a really good thing to be able to do. So yeah, get get learning. So yeah, there's also the survival mode, which is basically the survival game mode, which is basically like progression, but you start off like so this is sandbox, but it's got growth enabled. Survival's like that. Survival is basically just growth, and basically you walk around, you basically just survive, and most people use it for like realism servers and stuff like that. Like if you don't know what a realism server, it's basically, realism server is basically like you have to act like what your dinosaur would, and you could like go into packs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. But for now, I'd like to thank everybody so much for watching. Join the 2 Discords that you see in the description. Join the server if you want if you want to start a little community here. Make sure not to just kill randomly. There's plenty of there's always going to be plenty of bodies around, because there's a admin on here that will come in as food, or plenty of people will come in as food. If you do so wish for them to be. I mean, like, we've got a giant pew over here, if you have a look, which is gonna make for a lot of food. Like, that's gonna last me, like, days. You can also see the server uptime. This is how long the server's been up, calculated in seconds for whatever random reason. So yeah, that's basically gonna be it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, click the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you want to see me do a video and what type of video you want me to do on the Isle, because I think this is a pretty great game. I've been playing this like since I got it, every single day. So yeah, I thought I'd do a video on it, just another like sort of quick look at sort of video, like I did with Ark, but with this game. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Also, one more thing, there's going to be 3 little blood droplets. If you are bleeding, just lay down like I am now. If you've got 1 blood droplet, you'll be fine. If you have 2 blood droplets, see, that's a good example of the broadcast right there. If you've got headphones, you'll know exactly where they came from. If I broadcast to them now, hopefully they'll be able to find me. But yeah, if you have 1 blood droplet, you should be okay. If you've got 2 blood droplets, that's a little bit more dangerous. If you have 3 blood droplets, that's a lot of blood coming out of you, so I wouldn't recommend dying from that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Join the server and the Discords, and I'll see you all later. And subscribe and notifications. Bye!